in our society where there are different views on religion, where we have hundreds of beliefs in different religious concepts. We have Christians fighting over denominations, countries trying to be more supreme than the other country. But through it all, church, I can boldly say that God is real. I'm talking about Jesus. I've read and studied other books such as the Quran. And during my research, I couldn't find no evidence that the Prophet Muhammad was truly the Son of God. History has it that he was sitting in a cave and he believed the angel Gabriel came to him and he told him that God wanted him to be a prophet of God. I couldn't find no evidence that this was true. I did some research on a man called Siddhartha Gautama. Y'all might know him as the Buddha. He was just a normal man that became very wise in society and what was true happiness and peace within the country. That became, and he never claimed to be God. He never claimed to even believe in God. I couldn't find, church, no evidence that Buddha was truly from God himself. But I kept reading and kept researching and kept studying. I came across a book called the Bible. And I came across a man named Jesus who was all man and all God at the same time. He didn't believe he was the Son of God. He knew he was the Son of God. And I kept searching and kept trying to find some evidence of this. And I kept reading the Bible, and it said in Matthew chapter 3 that God spoke from heaven at his baptism and said, "This is my Son, in whom I love and whom I am well pleased." All I'm trying to say, church, don't get caught up in the excitement of religion if there's no evidence to make it a reality. I'm trying to deliver somebody from the mindset of being bondage in religion. I can tell people all the time that Christianity isn't a religion, it is a lifestyle. I searched, church, and I searched after testimony after testimony. I was finally and fully persuaded that Jesus is God, and the Bible is the evidence to prove it. Look at somebody say, it wasn't no accident. You was just part of the evidence. You were chosen, the Bible says. The Bible says that we love because what? He first loved us. That sounds like some evidence to me. The Bible says, I knew you when you were in your mother's womb. That sounds like some evidence to me, church. The Bible says, I have mercy on whoever I choose and compassion to whom I want to have compassion on. It's found in Romans 9 and 15. That sounds like some evidence to me. So since we are a chosen generation, since we are a royal priesthood, a holy nation, some Bible say the peculiar people who should show forth the praises, then why aren't we showing any type of evidence of our praise that God delivered us out of our Exodus situation? There's not enough praise going on in the house of God these days. Everybody act like they ain't been through nothing. They always been saved. Everybody acting like they got everything fixed and everything worked out. Everybody in the house of God acting so God ain't never did nothing for them. God is saying, where is your evidence? You might have had an exodus of alcoholism. Where is your evidence? God might have delivered you out of a drug addiction and sex and fornication. Where is your evidence? God delivered you out of depression and heartbroken after a woman broke your heart, after a man broke your heart. Where is your evidence? Here it is. God decided to exodus you out of the hands of Satan into the hands of Jesus. Because God knows that if he didn't decide to include you in the exodus, you would have stayed in Egypt. You would have stayed in your mess. But God said that to Jeremiah, I know the thoughts I have of you that think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil. I'm glad today to know, church, that God, when he thinks about me, because when I think about the goodness of God and all he's done for me, my soul cries, yes. Some people like to say, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, I don't know where I would have been. Who am I talking to? There's an old school song that said that I know I've been changed. Who am I talking to? There's an old school song that said that I'm on the battlefield for the Lord. But where is your evidence? Preach Osborne. Where is your evidence? I was on my way to Brentwood the other day, and I was on my way to see a client of mine, and I looked at my rearview mirror on my driver's side because I don't have one in the car. Don't tell the police that. church. I just want to tell her that you have to show some evidence that you have been changed. At the end of the tunnel, that's when the praise should start kicking in. Because he's trying to deliver you out of your Exodus type of situation. Y'all not hearing me this morning. Y'all trying to say, churches, that you have to have some type of praise. You have to show some type of evidence in the house of God and outside the church that God has delivered you from somebody. How is somebody else going to get saved? If every time they look at you, you're always down in the press. You're always sad and moping. You're always complaining about something. Well, God is saying, where is your evidence? Evidence. Evidence. Let me share something with you. I'm about to get out of here. Let me share something with you. I remember as a young man, my mother, we'd be in many apartments, and we used to, and two brothers, one bathtub. Mother didn't like to have everybody separately taking baths. She put all of us in at the same time. So from I understand it then, but I understand it now. Mom did. She was light bill, hot water. So we all took it at the same time. But the thing about it is that I didn't like to be personally. I didn't like to have little brothers. We like to play with the water. Tip and tap and go through the water all the time. And me and my older brother, Ray, y'all know him, we didn't like to stay in the water for too long because our hands started getting look funny and feel a little funny. And sometimes I don't like the word lotion because I don't like the little soft feeling on my hand. But what I'm trying to get to is that I didn't like to stay in the water for too long. So my mom would raise a question from a distance and say, are y'all finished? And we would reply, yes, we finished. She said, did you get behind your ears? I said, yeah, we got behind our ears. Did you get down there real good? I said, yeah, we got down there real good. She said, well, I'm going to come and check. Y'all got to follow where I'm going to go right here. She said, well, I'm going to come and check and see if y'all really washed up. And so she'll come in there, she'll see the water is still clear. And she'll see that the water ain't no suds flowing or nothing. Rags are still dry, bars dry and sand. And she'll see, where is the evidence? See, when God tries to clean you, I'm going to take it to another level right here. That there's some type of evidence that needs to be shown. She said, I don't see no rings around the tub. Who am I talking to? She said, I don't see no dirt rings. So obviously you're still the same way you came in. You need to get yourself clean before I do something to you. Stop playing in that water and go to bed. Where is your evidence that you've been clean? I'm gonna close right here. The blessing. This is the definement of a true blessing. The blessing is not truly in receiving. The blessing is truly in which someone you prayed for gets what you asked them to get. That's the true definement of being blessed. When you can pray for somebody and you get excited like it happened to you. That's it right there. You can pray for somebody, Lord touch them, Lord deliver them, Lord redeem them, Lord bless their family, Lord heal them. And they come back a week or two later and say, God did it. God did it. And you get excited about it like it happened unto you. That's a true definement of a blessing. It's not about giving all the time. It's not about receiving all the time. You gotta give. You have to give. And Jesus gave his life. Jesus gave his life for the sins of the world. And it was evident. It was evidence. It was evidence that he was the Son of God. It was evidence on the cross. He said, my Father. I never heard Prophet Muhammad say, my Father. I never read any teaching. He called God my Father. Jesus said, Jesus and God had enough evidence to confirm the relationship. He called him my son, and he said, my Father. That's confirmation that this is true. So after all my searching and all my researching, I decided to go with Jesus. And Jesus hasn't led me astray yet. Jesus been keeping me ever since I decided to make him my choice. He's been with me ever since I decided to walk with Jesus. I believe the old saints used to say, walk with me, Lord, on this tedious journey. Because sometimes, church, this journey gets a little weak and a little weary sometimes. But you got to realize that God is right there by your side sometimes. You got to pick your head up and keep moving on this tedious journey. Because the evidence is right in your back pocket sometimes. See, some of us are so caught up in trying to complain against what you don't have. But you need to turn around and tell somebody, say, I'm thankful for what I already have. See, God's not going to continue to bless you and give you all the things you desire. You're not even appreciative of what you already have. Y'all know my story. I got a 1990 Dodge Spirit. Breaks down on me every summer. Winter time it runs like a champ. But I'm thankful for the summertime. Because if I wasn't thankful for the summertime, who am I preaching to? That I would not be appreciative of it in the wintertime. Because it gets me to A to B here. I might try to make the Z on an empty tank of gas. But I'm thankful enough that I can get to somebody's house. And they can give me about $3.50 to make it to my next destination. God said you gotta be thankful for the small that you have. Church home. Somebody show some evidence. Glory be to God.